for sharing.
He's working on it.
Все готово, можно начинать. Если Сатьяврати может начинать, вперед.
Yeah, everything set up. Давайте запускать тогда запись. Включай ленту. Угу. Кать, тоже включай оба, да? So we can start.
Very strange, no?
Try to ask Alex. She says,
Alexis is with her.
no.
Alexei,
In the car, she has no.
but he is with her. No, I've seen.
He's there for the Washington decision.
You sure?
That's what he-
Hello. Satnam, Denise,
Satnam, yeah. Everything is ready.
it is
We
recording.
can start. Yes, yes. Yeah, we can start.
Sat- Okay, okay. So we couldn't hear him because the speaker is off. I know. Yeah. Hmm.
No, it's not done.
Zero sound. Yeah, they hear me, yes. But we don't have the sound here. Huh? Okay, fun together.
Yeah, we can hear you. And you? Can you hear?
I finally can hear your voice. Yeah.
Okay, great.
It's a miracle. It happens
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah, it's miracle. Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's tune in all together. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Adgure Namah, Shigadgure Namah, Sadgure Namah, Siri Gurudeva Namah. Adgure Namah, Shigadgure Namah, Sadgure Namah, Siri Gurudeva Namah. Adgure Namah, Shigadgure Namah, Sadgure Namah, Siri Gurudeva Namah. Good evening, everybody. So we are in the middle of this hot weather and a lot of wind. So we just completed an amazing immersion week from our level 1. And it's beautiful to see when souls are gathering what we can generate as high frequency and level of understanding and elevation. I heard from you guys in the north of Russia. I've been also having an amazing week as well. And I think this is a sign, a direction of where we need to go. It's a time where souls who are alike or see the world with a positive binocular has to gather and support each other and start to create, in many levels, sort of a community exchange, community of views, community of energy. And for our school, it was also after last year that we missed this gathering, we could reconnect and reestablish this amazing heart of the school here in the West. And we see how much this is filling up our intention realignment with our mission, soul mission. So also sharing around a vision of how we can pragmatically bring the new earth. We are entering a portal, as you saw already last month, of absolute chaos. But this is for people who are ahead of time, but this is going to hit everybody in the next 6 months. So until we enter the winter, I think things will become quite tough and difficult, and many people will be in difficulties. So we need to have some proximity and have connection with locality where you are living, and not anymore only on Zoom. And we will need to support each other also emotionally, spiritually, mentally. So what is happening is there is a sort of amplifier. This whole galaxy is going through this photon rain, and it accelerates everything. So the energy we get that goes through our physical body is transforming also the nature of our physical body, but it amplify our capacity to feel. So if you are feeling depressed and into anxiety and fear, the thing is, it's not going to diminish. And fighting to try to come out of that will just generate anger and violence. And I think we're going to start seeing this in the street, because one important thing is the individual is becoming more and more aware of his own right as a human being. And there is a complete section, I would say, disruption between the upper power of people who are in charge to manage the whole thing and the people who are the grassroots people who are living their life. So when you empower yourself, and everybody is empowering himself, if it is going into a channel of anger, frustration, anxiety, what you're just going to create is a mess for you and for others. So I understand that circumstances are heavy and can become very heavy, but it's not a reason to give up your spirit. And it's all a matter of frequency. So we have been blessed that since so many years, and many, many more are coming today, quickly joining the practice of yoga, which is a practice that can bring you exactly beyond that duality of outside world, inside world. I said it already last month, but it is more and more important today that you are living inside out, not outside inside. Inside out means you know who you are. You perpetuate this connection with your true identity, which is unlimited. And you maintain this flow of presence. So when you are connected to your breath, just this basic exercise of breathing as we do in Kundalini, connected and focused on your physical body, this will bring you into incarnate your soul fully through your presence. And when that presence is here, what you discover is mostly silence. We are facing such a level of confusion. It is absolutely ridiculous, but it is so dramatic that you cannot even laugh about that. But you can have your inner laughter. This you can save. So the sense of inner humor and this inner smile, you had to keep it, nourish it, maintain it, no matter what you go through. And insanity will hit you, it doesn't matter. Remember, anything that is an expression of low frequency is an absolute illusion. Absolute illusion. There is no such thing as duality. So darkness doesn't exist. They exist with the light. They cannot exist separately, and they cannot eat you until you are concerned by them and you buy it. Yeah. So I think you shut down your YouTube channel, Information Intox, and you start to get your information from within. What is it, the life you want to live? And how can you reconsider your life condition today in the context where you are? And this is very hard. I mean, 50 years ago, 80% of population were peasant, they were agriculture. Today, 2%, not even, of population is running the agriculture. That means we are really on threat of food supplying if the energy falls apart. So there is a very fundamental change has to happen. Also, the abuse and the exploitation of this planet has reached such a level that the universal wisdom is just stopping us from our insanity. I just want to share with you a vision we had shared years ago, and it was so inspiring that I think we need to renew our capacity to see and foresee what do we want for this planet and have the guts to make it happen. So this is a sort of an affirmation for the future. Time is now, you know, it starts like this. So I didn't have the copyright in this time. And the future is born of the things we do today. We can choose to unite as a true humankind or find oneness as a nuclear clay. Imagine a world that obeys Mother Earth and doesn't exploit her from greed, where woman is respected and children protected, and we share to meet everyone's need. The news report no sign of famine or terror, and the loud drums of war have all ceased. A spirit of trust has turned weapons to rust, and the world's breaking out in full peace. Our differences no longer scares us. Our fears do not drive us to wrath. We speak from the heart and make listening an art. We learn from and honor each path. Leaders aren't fanatics and madmen who says they haven't been given a call. All religions proclaim our gods are the same and that one God can be seen in all. Leaders are those who are known to uplift all others, to rise and to their strengths. Dependable beyond doubt, what's within is without, and their service extends to all lengths. So how will this golden age come about? What are the steps to be taken? Is God just a word? Is our word always just? How will our spirit awaken? There is much more to read, but this is an opening on our responsibility today to connect, to open up your third eye when you are in the uplifted frequency and see this planet in peace, harmony, see that the people, I've been traveling for 40 years. I met Russian people, I met American people, I met all people from Africa as well. We are all beautiful human beings, human to human. There is no reason to fight. And that planet is just filled up of beauty and wonders. What are we doing? So I guess what is happening is a big stop in the people who have been raised to the level of managers and rulers of this reality today, because as people ourselves, we can't stop this machine. Even though we become awakened and aware, it will happen through the massive awakening of people, one by one. And I think this is what is happening more and more. I joining this river of awakened people, and we need to vibrate together like an amplifier, that frequency, to balance out those who are going through despair and low vibration. You have to understand that going into the Aquarian energy is not already here. We are just entering. There is such a major shift, is a total shift. And many, many people are still nourishing values of the old. And all this will fall apart. It cannot be remained, it cannot be maintained. Nothing, even the gold, even the money, everything is going to go. So we need to be ready with almost nothing, but when that nothingness, remember the next morning of COVID, when everything was stopped in Paris, the birds start singing again. I mean, there is a possibility very quick that things can change so drastically that, of course, we will have to adjust and our life will have to join, but it will happen. So the question now is, how can we, in small units, in small groups, prepare ourselves with pragmatic, workable solution? You know, it's not the time to dream about, another way to generate electricity. It is in your area, wherever you are, find a solution to generate a place where you can not rape the planet, but respect the planet and start a new relationship with Earth. And this we can do collectively, because human being cannot solve it by himself alone. We need to join together and do that in your proximity. So this is my advice. We need to be much more pragmatic about the change and not only think about solution for others or for the country, but just really for yourself and your surrounding. With people around you, what can you create? How can we generate a new perspective of communal living wherever you are? Otherwise, you need to move to a place where you can consider this possible. So this is my advice for this response. In our school, what we have discovered that is fundamental to share information about the teaching, because every trainer is swimming in the ocean by himself, and he needs to be inspired, he needs to be nourished, and that's what we want to do. We want to inspire each other. So you can do the same in your proximity with people who are alike and have embraced the same vision. Is just share your ideas, share your perspective, share your means, and put it in common and try to generate something that makes sense, that you can live in a place that is sustainable and that is for long term. So it doesn't mean you are going to do this overnight, but you need to prepare, you need to invest what you can invest when it's still possible. And you need to make this happen now in the few months we have before us still where it's possible. So we're not going to go in the street like many people will do. And we're not going to indulge in manifesting our frustration and anger, because that will just go with the energy that is leaving the planet. So let's be constructive. Let's be people of the new. And let's start to generate the new from us and our environment. So build new networks. This is also more extended. So have connection with other people who do that. And there are many amazing initiatives happening on this planet today. So many people connect with new perspective on villages, new perspective on producing energy, etc. So connect with all this network, and you will be inspired as much as you can inspire people. The old world is collapsing. This is definitely where we are going. So be silent and smiling. Silence means you're not positioning yourself. You're not into this mind trip of duality, for, against, we're not anymore in a time where you can take a flag and go with a group of people. This is really about you, with yourself, aligned with your true self. So how can we do this? In Kundalini, we have this daily practice. We call it sadhana, where you readjust your frequency every day. I would say it's not even an option today. If you really love the planet and love the human being, you're going to wake up to share that frequency. And keeping this frequency, you need to focus on your breath. Because what is beyond any sort of consuming and possession and greediness is the breath. I mean, breath is infinite. We all breathe every day forever, and it doesn't diminish. This is what sustains our life. And according to the rhythm of your breath, you can totally regulate your emotional body and regulate your mind. When you can be in control of your emotion and your mind, then you are master of your reality. So we need this time is now. I have oriented it to teach about pranayama or exercise that are around the practice of controlling the prana or building your prana, readjusting your prana. I think it's fundamental. Today, there is so much influence coming from outside. We need to absorb it and dissolve it, absorb it and dissolve it. So you're not creating a bubble and a tower where you hide yourself in. We are not hermits and excluded from the world. We are totally in the world, breathing this world and breathing out. But the breath is that beautiful Tibetan breath where you inhale the shit and you exhale the gold. You exhale the light. So this is two types of people, one who step in the shit and bring it everywhere, and those who take the shit of others and transform into light. So I guess you understand which side we are. As a teacher, we suck this shit of people, and so they have a chance to let it go. And then we can send this light. Like the tree, we suck this amazing earth transformation at their feet and bring the ants to the light and grow like magnificent beings who have so much patience and presence. So let's go into our practice for this month. When you bring peace to yourself and bring your presence to yourself, you immediately connect with this inner joy. And this is what you want to share with others. Bring your joy and share it with others no matter what, because this is not depending on anything. It's just depending on your awareness and be aware to who you really are. So I thank you all to be online today, because I know we are sharing so much love together, and that wherever you are, you're sharing this frequency, which is an amazing impact on this planet. So let's practice today. The idea is be soft, be deep, be silent. So the first practice is to totally relax yourself through the breath. And the posture is you bring the arms not 60 degrees, just a little less on the side. And the right palm is looking up and the left palm is looking down. So you cannot see it. I don't see myself. The screen is too small. But I guess you understand. The right palm looking up, the left looking down, and only 40 degrees above the horizon, not 60, 40. It's just a little less. So it really activates throat and thymus and heart. So, yeah. And then we're going to start inhaling very deeply. This is, when the warrior goes in rank and they walk for kilometers before they find the battlefield. To overcome the fear, they whistle. So we're going to do this. We're going to whistle to relax the inner space, and by whistling, you relax the outside field, because like the birds, we are just sending an amazing whistling, joyful whistling. And we're going to do this whistling with Ardas Bayi. You know this one? It's a classic. So let's do that. It's working now. Yep. Can you hear it?
Yeah, we can hear. Okay.
What is it? Every single word. Just inhale. So when you finish listening, inhale quickly and continue to listen. Inhale deep. Just feel the energy on the top of your head and around you and all in your surrounding, affected by your whistling. It's just joy frequency. And within your heart is the joy to be you, to be human, and to be able to breathe. Fresh air. Exhale. This whistling practice is known as transcendental meditation, that it creates this activation of your pineal gland. So it's also control all your glandular system. It's a very powerful to neutralize your mood and make you feel much higher very quickly. So we're going to go for the second is definitely work on the mind space and the mind frequency to bring into a stage of peace, rest, and balance between the two hemispheres, left and right, but also reptilian and front lobe. So you can really be alert and able to be creative with no doubt about trusting what you see. So this is a Buddha Mudra, you know, this classic Mansuavi Mudra. We bring the Jupiter locked in, the Saturn touching, so it makes like a heart, and you bring this in front of your heart center. When you do this mudra, you totally neutralize your mind and the split in the mind. We're gonna do a pranayama, which is pranapana. So we're gonna hold breath in and hold breath out in the flow. And we're gonna listen to Satnam Siri Waheguru quickly repeated. And that mantra, you want to hold the breath 11 times in when you inhale, and then exhale and hold the breath 11 times. So the mantra will be repeated as a sound current in the back, and you can visualize, this star of 5 when you go Satnam Siri Waheguru, Satnam Siri Waheguru, Satnam Siri Waheguru, Satnam Siri Waheguru, Satnam Siri Waheguru. You do 2 times 5 and then bang in the middle, 11. So and then you start again. So when you inhale, hold the breath and count 11 times Satnam Siri Waheguru. Then exhale fully. It will take about 1 Satnam Siri Waheguru to exhale fully, and then hold again 11 times. You got it? I guess it's simple, huh? Is holding the breath when you hear the mantra 11 times. Then you exhale fully and hold the breath out when you hear the mantra 11 times. Here we go. Mansuavi Mudra, you got this one. Yeah. Yeah. The other fingers are locked in. The ring finger and the pinky are locked in. So we have these 3 and the others are inside. Yeah, like this. Back straight.
Satnam Siri Waheguru, 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 Satnam Sri Vaheguru, 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 Satnam Sri Vaheguru.
Continue and
Satnam Sri Vaheguru, 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 Sri Vaheguru, Satnam 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 Sri Vaheguru. Satnam Sri Vaheguru, 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 Satnam Sri Vaheguru. Satnam Sri Vaheguru, 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 Satnam Sri Vaheguru.
Inhale deep. Just observe how is the space of your mind right now. And exhale. These are key pranayama to really control your space within yourself, space around you, to filter what your mind space receive and what you send out. So it brings you in that stage of shunya where no thoughts are creating any waves beside a huge space of peace. So we're going to now boost our own prana to have more vitality, more joy, more spontaneity. And this is a long, is self-empowerment with the Om So-Hum, Om So-Hum, and we'll sing it long on the exhale. And every time you hear the bell, you inhale long and deep, and you exhale with the sound slowly. So it's a long, deep exhale. Every exhale is completely emptying your lungs. So you go deep to the full exhale. So just take the inhale you need. You will learn it after 2 or 3 times. We're gonna cross the Jupiter finger, so we make a sort of a fist with the other fingers, but not the tip. This time is the middle. The middle, you make a cross with your 2 Jupiter, and they are facing you. And when you're gonna sing Om So-Hum on the exhale, the air will come into your fingers, yeah? So you just sing out. Ready? So bring this mudra in the exhale deep. Totally empty yourself to receive. So inhale. Inédit. Alexa. So we had somebody asking a question. Is Gobind Kirpal. So it's in French, so I suppose he's French. And he's facing as the father of two children of 7 and 13 years old. What shall I tell them about tomorrow? Shall I lie to them and pretend everything will be all right? Or shall I tell them that, shall I give them hope? How do I position myself as a parent in this world for the new generation? So you understand, yoga is not about hope and despair. It's not about dreaming and what will be tomorrow. Tomorrow will be like today. Today we have every day our struggle and every day our enlightened moment. And this is not going to change. So it's not the context. And you need to train your children to have strong nerves, to be calm in their mind, and to be able to contain themselves. And invite them to be very creative, because we need, and these kids, they're ready for another world. So they will be the one starting to create something new. And I think there is so many areas we can engage ourselves into. A small step is not that change the planet radically. And even if in the middle term, it seems like the global warming may become even more difficult, there will be always ways to accommodate with the situation. We might have to change location, we might have to move. I mean, so many transformations are possible. Humanity went through so many migration and transformation, but there will be always a place on this planet where we can go through and continue the journey. So I think they are predestined to face this challenge of tomorrow, and they need to be prepared so they are not really indulging in too much hope and dreaming stage, and not attached to the value of this old world that is going away, like the materialistic values, but value more the human qualities and the capacity to maintain yourself. That's the training. So strong nervous system, strong guts, and quiet mind. Very important. So, and not preach anything. Just let them discover. We don't have to present a world either hopeful or despair. It's just day by day, it will unfold and reveal itself. And, you know, miracles are always happening. Things are changing radically all of a sudden. So many things can happen. So we're not here to anticipate or paint the future. We are here to create the future from today. And the way I am today, I'm sure tomorrow will be based on that attitude. Okay, so we are going to close up for this time now, and I wish a fantastic practice. Just bring that peace and bring that joy around you through the summer. and ready to face the autumn, the ripened fruit of what's starting in the midst of the winter. Thank you. Love you all. We're going to have our festival next weekend of tantric practice here in the Martinez, and the week after, from 13, 20 August, with Awakening of the Self this year, finally, after 1 year interruption. So this is the big sign also of the time, is disruption, bridge to continuity. Okay. Inhale deep. Round of applause. Thank you. Thank you, Dennis. Thank you, translators. I don't know who was here today. We didn't have time to say hello. Eve? Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, everyone. Thanks a lot. Thanks for great practice. That's all right.
Yeah.
That's great.
Thank you. Bye. Until next month. Yeah.
Bye bye. Ah.